The great B.J. Wilson right here has a question for the Trews. What do you say, B.J.?
Well, in particular for the brothers, you guys obviously been playing music for a long time, and obviously together since you're brothers. So when you were kind of growing up, how did you quantify success? Have you met that? And if so, how do you quantify success from here on?
That's a good question.
Wow.
I remember thinking, at 15, we'd be going to play a dance or at a bar even. We had to get permission slips and everything. But we'd get into bars. And if you had a good turnout and that the girl you had a crush on showed up, that was success at the time.
And things haven't changed.
That hasn't changed. No, I was, so that, I guess as you go, I remember thinking that I'd never be hanging a gold record from my wall my entire life. Like that wasn't my motive or anything, or to have hit singles, or those are just amazing things that have happened that kind of catch you by surprise, and you're kind of like, wow, that's great, and then you sort of readjust to your new place. You're playing more shows to more people, and then there's another, hill on the horizon you want to climb, and that just sort of carries on. So from here, I just, I think if we just were able to do this forever, that would be success for me, to keep playing music, the rest of my life, I guess, to keep it up.
Got Eddie Pepperoni right here from the Q Morning Show as well. Eddie's got a question.
Your career pulls you all over the place. Where's home? Where do you make your home? You're still in Nova Scotia?
Right. We all currently live in Toronto.
Oh, you coming back?
I didn't mean. I said Truro.
Truro's fine. All right, we'll take Truro.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We get back a lot. We're always home for Christmas and other events like that. And we love the East Coast. We love to come home. That's where Mom is and everything. So it's great to come back and stuff. But we're all currently living in Truro. So. I'm just careful not to mention
some fairly young families too. Some very young families in the band as well. Like, there's some kids there too. So it's got to be with the long road like that. It's got to be.
Jack's the only dad. So
Jack's the only dad.
Oh, Jack, yeah.
Just one.
Just one.
One young family. Yeah.
Excellent.
Hi, it's J.C. Douglas here. Colin, fantastic vocal work this morning. I know you fell out of the van after hours of driving and everything.
Yeah.
I just got to wonder. I'm a bit of a singer myself, and I'm wondering if you have ever thought to yourself, I wish I didn't write so many songs in such a high key.
Oh, yeah, like this morning. Yeah. No, it's all good. I found this really good book. I used to lose my voice all the time on the road, and we'd be playing like 700 shows a year. So it was like, I finally found this book. I just stumbled upon it in somewhere in the Midwest United States. It's called Set Your Voice Free by a guy named Roger Love, and he taught me all kinds of interesting tricks. So I've, knock on wood, I haven't lost my voice in a while.
What's that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like apparently taking the pressure off your larynx. It looks kind of creepy though. I saw myself doing an interview the other day, and I was doing this the whole time, like I was trying to choke myself or something.
It's really creepy.
Yeah.
Now the song "Highway of Heroes" has been tremendously successful over the last little while, and that was inspired by somebody that some of the band members went to school with.
Yeah, Jen Angus and Jack went to school with a girl named Nicola Goddard, and she was killed over in Afghanistan in 2006. And I was just reminded of the story last year, and we just wrote a song for her because it was like a inspiring kind of story, and it was a sad story, and we wrote this song called Highway of Heroes. And the Highway of Heroes is that place in Ontario where they drive the fallen soldiers down the road, and we just wrote it for her, and it turned out to be a pretty moving song, and we started playing it on the road, and people really started to react well to it, so we decided to put a song out there for the troops and try to raise some money, because they're making the ultimate sacrifice over there. But
if we want to make a donation, where can we make the donation?
To the Hero Fund.
Our website has all the links, but it's theherofund.ca.
Okay. And
it's called the Canadian Hero Fund.
And the money goes to the families of the fallen soldiers. But we always make sure to say that it's a song for the troops, but not for the war.
Right.
So we're going to play it for you now.
The Trews.
All right.
On Q104.
2, 3, 4.
Today I shipped out the number a dozen, upon my return, we're 100 or so, from the coast and from the prairies. I bet they keep coming. Add one more name from Ontario and carry me home down the highway of heroes. People above with the flags flying low. Carry me softly down the highway of heroes. True patriot love, there was never more. I served with distinction, no visions of glory. I served without question of personal gain. Seek no justification, it's not part of my story. It offers no comfort to the ones who remain. Just carry me home down the highway of heroes. People above with the flags flying low. Carry me softly down the highway of heroes. True patriot love, there was never more. I took up my vocation, I was called by my nation. Without hesitation, my answer I gave. And I'm not wondering the things that I might have been. I know consolation to the forgotten brave. So carry me home down the highway of heroes. People above with the flags flying low. Carry me softly down the highway of heroes. True patriot love, there was never more. Carry me home down the highway of heroes. People I love with the heads on love. Carry me softly down the highway of heroes. True patriot love, there was never more. 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 There was never more.
The Trews on Key 104, live in Studio Q.
I have kind of an interesting Halifax story about that song. When we were in Australia, some Australian guy came up and said, "Oh, that's not your line. That's a Joe Plaskett line. True Patriot Love." I'm like, "No, dude, that's a national anthem line."
That's there for everybody to steal. Yeah. The Trews live in Studio Q. Thanks for playing that. That's going to be a very emotional song for a lot of people to hear, and really means a lot.
Right around Remembrance Day, I started getting kind of a lot of attention, obviously, and there was a bunch of schools whose choirs had learned it, and we got invited in Cranbrook to listen to an entire elementary school sing the song in the gym. It was quite moving to hear all those little voices singing the lyrics back to us. It was kind of a fond moment for sure.
Excellent.